Rising, Rich Rising. I'm gonna turn my camera off because y'all, I'm in my kitchen. I'm in my kitchen doing breakfast for my chitlins, my children, doing some laundry. You know what? I'll turn it on so that the algorithm. Okay. I'm trying to see if this lady will take the kids to school because I'm going back to sleep. So I had a crazy dream this morning, but not so crazy, y'all. Happy solar eclipse. Today is such a rare day. Today is such a rare day that literally the particular solar eclipse that's taking place today is it only come around like I think every 89 years or something like that. I might have the years mixed up, but I know it's very rare. It's like once in a lifetime. And so we just got some turkey bacon on. So you know what came to me? Rich morning. So it's a rare solar eclipse that's happening today, y'all. It's happening in Aquarius. It's a lot of things that's going on this season for me in general. It's me and my husband's 12th anniversary, y'all, and it fell on our 12th anniversary, and it fell on a new moon in Aquarius. All right, he's in Aquarius. My son's birthday is happening on the with these eggs. Perfect. My son's birthday is happening on the Lunar New Year this year. I have no idea why I'm picking these eggs over this. What I do because I don't want to use too many spoons and forks and all that stuff this morning. I don't feel like washing none of that out. Really want to wash this out. But you do need to keep your house clean today. Okay, you have to declutter. You know, as if it was your as if it was your life. Decluttering, and what's crazy is like, man, my husband is so in tune with that energy and that frequency already because he straight up cleaned our whole house for no reason. I'm saying for no reason, but it's really like the new year. That's why he cleaned it. Let me wash this out right now. So it's a lot of like, what's going on, babes? It's a lot of rituals that's taking place right now, right? A lot of spiritual rituals that's taking place, and they're great. They're awesome, right? For some people, they're great. They're awesome. For some people, they're not so great. They're not so awesome. And I'm gonna talk about this particular ritual later that came up in a download. Y'all, washing the aprons from my job. Okay, manager in training, manager in training. And so, boss, not even manager, y'all, boss in training, entrepreneur in training. Manager only manage the people. I'm about to run the company. So, okay. So, I'm gonna talk about this particular ritual later, but right now, the download. What's on this way? Because y'all know I like to be on camera, okay? The download that I have received was that, and I'm saying the download, but it really was like a dream download. It was right before I was waking up. Was don't get distracted today. Like, do not get distracted today. There's going to be things that you see online between now, February 17th, and I'm going to say like into March. That's water. Okay, that's water. Into March. All right. Got it sitting on the oranges now. So it's going to be like things that you see into like March is happening. And we still have, we are in the peak energy. Like what I seen was like literally like somebody's gifts being activated, right? Somebody's spiritual gifts being activated. Somebody receiving like keys, literally keys. I received keys a couple days ago in my dream, and then when I went to work, we got some information that was crazy, and I was like, this might be what the keys are, right? But neither here or there. I seen somebody else receiving some keys last night, and it was not me. It wasn't me. So I'm like, what are you, where are you going? What doors are you unlocking? You know? Thank you so much, Divine. Where are you going? What doors are you trying to unlock? Where are you trying to enter into, right? And so this morning, this rising, I'm in my kitchen, and I opened up YouTube, and I almost got distracted. I literally almost got distracted. My algorithm, something was in my algorithm. And it is the same as like yesterday. Yesterday, I was at work all day from 5 a.m. until 6:30 at nighttime, right? From 5 a.m. to 6:30 at nighttime. I worked all day yesterday. And after that, I went to eat with my son, with my family. Again, it was like our anniversary, okay? And the kids didn't have no school. So I opened up. Look, I move y'all all around my kitchen. I opened up Facebook yesterday, and they sitting up there talking about like chicken just being retarded. Okay, I'm like, it's always something with the food. Y'all always talk about some shit with the food. You always talk about something with the food. I wonder if he want to take his whole cheesecake. BJ, come here. You want to take your whole cheesecake? Pretty large cheesecake.
Just like it.
Okay.
You don't gotta take the food out the box though. I just take the box.
How I'm gonna put it in the
It just, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because when you go to warm it up, it's kind of melt a little bit.
It's gonna be easier because I'll stuff in my backpack and it's gonna be harder to put the container back in there. So I'll let it.
It's gonna be hard to what?
It's gonna be hard to put my container.
Okay. Okay. Huh? 8 minutes? Okay. The chicken deity been tired of us. I can't even front. Man, that's crazy because I didn't even know they had a chicken deity. Like, she must be tired as fuck. I must know her personally because look, I'm talking about I ain't know her, but I must know her personally because me and her probably had a close relationship. Like we is not eating no chicken. But yeah, so yesterday I opened up Facebook. I ain't been on Facebook in a long time. And they talking about the chicken is poison, the chicken is this, the chicken is that. Then my manager come to work talking about the same thing. And I'm just like, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Like I cook food. You can cook certain foods or whatever the case is. Like the Divine Mother gave us all of this food for a reason. We just have to have discipline. We have to have discipline with whatever it is that we put into our body. When you put certain things into your body, you just got to know, like you can't be sitting up there eating. It's no reason for anybody to eat 12 wings. It's no reason. Here, and I will remind you again. Oh, Sky. Put this, pray and continue to cook clean. Exactly. With good energy. Exactly. That's what you have to do. Instead of just like getting caught up in the fear. The fear. So right now, like I said, there's a lot of rituals that's going on right now. Okay. And so don't get caught up in the fear of the rituals. Mental rituals happening. Okay. A lot of people are trying to manifest and trying to set intentions in their mind. And those particular manifestations and intentions that's happening in their mind, right? They're not necessarily like coming outside of their body, okay? And so it's kind of eating them up that they can't produce those manifestations and those intentions. And so they start just being fucking irritated. They be irritated. And so they get online, they get to dry scrolling, dry posting, like just talking about nothing. Nothing. Okay. So in the reading, y'all look at the cheesecake. It's a red velvet cheesecake. Ooh. So in the reading the other day, let me get some gloves on. In here? Alright. Come on and get you a Gatorade. Okay, hold on one second, y'all. Okay, grab one. Alright, you got chips? Give me 1 second. Let me walk the kid outside. You have chips, BJ? These two? Yeah. Alright.
Nice little chips. Peanut butter.
Alright. You want one of those Cocoa Puff things? Okay. I'll be back. 1 second. Okay, come on.
Where's my breakfast?
Ah! It's about with my breakfast. I forgot. How many minutes before you leave? Oh, he 1 minute away? Okay. Where is the jelly? Don't get distracted by the high fructose corn syrup in that jam. That shit good. gonna send you out of here with no breakfast. Be quiet, Ace.
Here now.
All right. Oh, here, you need a fork.
I got one.
You got one? You got one? You put one in there? For sure?
Yes.
Okay. Nice croissant and bacon. Egg and cheese. Alright. I'll be right back. Then your breakfast. Wake up. First day back. I don't wanna be yelling to 7:15. 1 second, y'all. So yeah. Let me put this up and let's start the other ones. So, got these big old muffins. There. Lunches first. So yeah, so just being distracted during this time is super crazy. It's super crazy because it's a very powerful new year. All right, it's the year of the fire horse. So we have to embody for the next 15 days, y'all. For the next 15 days after the new year, the lunar new year, every day you should wake up and say, I am the fire horse, okay? So that our body can start making transitions from the dragon to the horse, okay? Boots on the ground, coming out of that dream, okay? That not like that's not a bad thing, but like that dream state that, you know, dragons are very, man, the year of the dragon took place in the year 9. It was a lot of endings. Dragons are very fiery and going into a fire horse year. It's more like, you know, I could just see somebody riding on like this red horse. Like not a white horse, not Captain Save-A-Ho, but like a red horse. And we have to wake up every day and embody that energy. And this is the year that we really step into who we are. This is that year of, like, you know. And another thing that took place, okay, it was Mahashivaratri, right? Where, like, Shiva, he is not, he is the destroyer, right? So he destroys these false illusions that you built up around yourself. And it's not just you. Even if you don't adhere to Lord Shiva or that pantheon or whatever the case is, he break down the illusions in everything that is conscious, everything that has breath. All right, the dog knows that he's a dog. Okay, the dog is not a human. No matter how much we treat the dog as a human, the dog is a dog. Okay, it's a dog. It's, yes, it's a part of the family, but it's not the human part of your family. You get what I'm saying? And familiar spirits are still trying to attach. They're still trying to intervene. They're still trying to find a way to be you, to be the human, to be the person. Okay, the cat, the dog, the birds, the bees, the ants, the roaches, the mice. You think that they smart, but you're smarter. You get what I'm saying? Like, who thinks that their animal is smarter than them? Like, that's such a low vibration and such a low frequency. And that's just where this year alone, like, it's a lot of stuff that's happening. It's a lot of stuff that's taking place. And don't eat yourself up with a lot of guilt, with a lot of shame, with a lot of I can't believe I did this, or I did such and such, such and such. Like, we're not doing that. That's where another distraction comes in. Replaying old conversations, replaying old relationships, old timelines. Like, no. And I'm a person that, like, when I get downloads, when I do tarot readings and stuff, I do pick up on, this happened to you, or this happened to them, or this has happened. I pick up on a lot of that, right? I pick up on a lot of past life regressions, you know, because when you a medium, especially a psychic medium, two different things. But when you a medium, you see in between. So you see things that have already transpired, right? Including people, right? And you kind of, I don't know about anybody else as a medium, but sometimes when I'm doing my mediumships and I close my eyes, is why I don't really like to do mediumships. And I just felt something in my spine. I don't really like to do mediumships on people that have transitioned through gunshots and stuff, because then that particular spot where they got hit at, that final spot, even the first spot, it burns there. It burns there. It burns my body. You know, and sometimes I see exactly what took place. I see it from the person's perspective. So I need to figure out what type of medium that is. People just be so excited about the gifts that they receive that you be like, I'll just take anything. But we have a choice. We really, really, really have a choice. We honestly have a choice. I'm not even playing. I know that. I know that for a fact, that when it comes to your spiritual gifts, you have a choice with what comes, with what you magnify. You have a choice. Now, if you don't have that particular gifts, and you, like, let's say you don't have a gift of, oh, you know what I don't have a gift of? I don't have a, I don't want to say I don't have a gift, but like, one of my particular gifts that aren't as strong is like taste. Taste. You know how like some people, they'll be having downloads and they'll be like, ooh, I can taste this, I can taste that, da 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 da. Or they'll taste the cigarette, they'll taste tobacco, or they'll taste like certain herbs and know that it's a herb, or they'll, you know, like, I don't know. That is a spiritual gift to be able, it is the spiritual gift to be able to taste. I can taste. However, my taste is not as, my spiritual gift of taste is not, it's not strong. It's not strong. You know, like if I taste something, it has to be super, 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 super rare. But some people, they have that gift. Another gift that people have is like a gift of like being able to look at a herb and be like, that's cilantro. I'm just playing. I know cilantro because I cook with cilantro. I know cilantro. I know parsley. But if you put cilantro and parsley, a particular parsley, right? We got this weird ass parsley. I'm saying weird, but we got a different parsley. We buy it from a different vendor, okay? I'm like, this is an Americanized parsley. You put it next to cilantro and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I have to literally like smell it. I have to then taste it, like physically taste it. But some people got the gift of being able to walk past a tree and be like, I know that's an apple tree right there. Not me. You hear what I'm saying? And so, you know, those are just like particular gifts that people have, and they may not be necessarily like strong in another person, but super strong in someone else. So I know that people can continue to, like, yes, you can study certain things, but a gift is a gift. A gift is a gift. And you do have to study your gifts. You do have to study your gifts. And this is that fire horse energy. This is this year one energy. It is totally about studying, you know, staying focused. In order to truly study, you have to stay focused. You have to stay focused. You cannot get hit with distractions. You cannot get sidetracked. You cannot say, okay, I have a test on July 1st and on June 28th, you drunk as a skunk. You high as fuck. You literally, you know, all the way up until July 1st when that test comes, Spirit is watching you. Spirit has said, what have you deposited into this particular bank that you're getting ready to withdraw from? Because what are those test results going to reveal about you? You hear what I'm saying? And these are the particular keys that was given and that's being understood. Like, they're watching, Spirit is watching the words that we are saying. You know, good karma, bad karma, the words that we're saying, the actions that we're doing. But most importantly, y'all, and I learned this from my spiritual teachers, all of them. They say the same thing. They don't know each other. So I know that it's consistent. I learned this from my guru, y'all. Listen, literally, Bagalamukhi, that's the guru, y'all. She has literally told me that my thoughts are more powerful than my actions. Okay? Your thoughts are more powerful than your actions. So, those intrusive thoughts that you have, right? Before you put them out there, you need to check them. When a crazy thought come in your mind, right? You need to give it over to divine. Straight up, give it over to divine. Don't just be like, this is a I did this video, y'all. I sat down at my dining room table. I remember I had on a blue shirt at the beginning of the year. I said, y'all, do not get distracted this year. Don't fool into the bullshit, because it's gonna be things that's coming out, y'all. And there has been some intrusive energy that want you to think low about yourself. They want you to think low about them so that you can hex their ass. Hex and hoes matter, y'all. That's my favorite. Alright? Ace, you're not getting no friends. Get your little ass on somewhere. They want you to think bad about your family. They want you to think bad about your job, about everything. Like, they even put a plant Y'all, they put so many plants out here. They put so many plants out here, y'all. And I'm not talking about rich rising, rich rising. I'm not talking about like fucking plants that grow on a tree. I'm talking about people. 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 They're plants, y'all. You know what's crazy? Even just like they're plants, they're distractions. They come with low vibrations. They come with like sadness. They come with hurt, with pain. And you know what the crazy thing is? These are not normal people. These are, it's like no matter what you do, what you say, how much positive energy you send their way quietly in your mind, you like, okay, you walking into the grocery store and you like, oh, I'm about to go in here and get this. I'm about to cook this tonight. Da 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 da. And then boom, you walking in. Somebody cross your path, right? They don't say excuse me. They don't. They just. You get what I'm saying? And you like, don't think nothing bad. Don't think nothing bad about them. Okay? Don't think nothing bad about them. Just be mindful. Just be mindful of the energy, right? Because right now, this year of the fire horse, literally that horse, okay, all right, thank you so much, Spirit. That particular horse is being driven by an archangel, y'all. All right, it's being driven by an archangel. I really got to tap into this energy, and I'm really seeing Archangel Michael. And like I tell y'all, Archangel Michael do not give a flying freak about this little shit that we got going on. We got big shit to fry. Okay? So it's just like, dog, I remember the reading. So many of my readings is coming forward. They come into what is it at? Like they come into light because it's like I said this 2 years ago, or I said this like there's a particular energy in my readings too. I be talking about like, hey, this might take place in a year or two. That's the crazy part. This is why I love like long-term connections with certain people, is because like people don't get distracted by the past, right? But like I have like real long relationships, okay, real long relationships. Like I have been friends and like associates and friends and connected to people for a very long time. Very long time. Like people that I know, they be like, I've known this person 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 years, And so I could have did a reading 4 years ago and they be like, you remember when you said that? Like, it's really playing out now. We were very impatient 3, 4 years ago. Super impatient 3, 4 years ago. Very distracted 3, 4 years ago. And that's okay. That's okay because we right back on track. Okay? We right back on track. So Archangel Michael is coming through, literally coming through on the fire horse. Okay? On the fire horse so that we can begin. So that the roots are now starting to sprout. Okay? This isn't a planting year. Okay? In the year 1, we don't plant. We don't plant. We literally, it's like, you don't plant in the year 1. You really plant like in the year 4. It's like you plant in the year 4. You can plant a little bit in the year 3. You can plant in a 7. Those particular years you plant in. But a year 1, you really like, it's like you drawing this line. Okay, I don't know what this is called. You draw the line, not just in the garden, okay, in your garden, but you draw this line. That's what you do in a year 1. That's literally what I'm seeing. Is like you riding on a horse, okay. You're not walking on the ground, because when you plant, you on the ground. You down. You boots on the ground. You feeling the soil. You getting in there. You getting your hands dirty. You doing the work, a different type of work. The year 1. It's like this is where I'm going. I'm going over there. I'm gonna hit there. I'm gonna hit there. And you're not just saying it, you actually doing it, okay? You actually doing it. You moving. You don't just say this is what I'm gonna do. You don't just say this is what you're doing. Da 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 da. I'm doing shadow work. I'm doing this. You're actually really doing it. You get what I'm saying? And the thing is that you can lie to yourself all day. You can lie to yourself all day. But this particular year, you can't lie to yourself. It's like spirit won't let you lie to yourself this particular year. You can say you this, you can say you that, you can say I'm a give y'all an example. I can say I'm a pilot. I'm a pilot. But I ain't flew no motherfucking cars or I said cars. I ain't flew no motherfucking airplanes all year. But I get online and I tell y'all I'm a pilot. I'm a fucking pilot. You know, eventually, very soon. Because the thing is about this year, things gonna happen quick. Things gonna happen quick. Things gonna get exposed quick. Like, there's not gonna be a lot of procrastination. Whenever Aries is involved in the energy, right? Whenever Aries is involved in the energy, whenever Aquarius is involved in the energy, whenever what's the other one? Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries. I really want to say Virgo too. Y'all, I don't know why Virgo just popped up too. But whenever they in the energy, it's not a lot of procrastination. Okay, it's not a lot of procrastination. These particular signs is like, we got to get this done. And I'm going to build the team and I'm going to put it out there. We got to get this done. Okay? Like, so yeah, things got to get done. All right? And you could be like, I'm tired. I don't have the patience. I don't have the time to do this or whatnot. Like, just stop. Stop that. That's the distraction. You get tired and sleepy just scrolling online because people is draining your energy from what they trying to post online. So that's another thing too. Being mindful of what you watching, what you giving your energy to. Especially these next 15 days. Very mindful. Very, very mindful. Okay? Very mindful. We don't need to keep replaying old outdated ass stories about what somebody did to you. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. It happened. It happens to the best of us. Now, particular energies have came through and given you keys and access because now you don't have anything distracting you in your energy to not be able to receive what you need to receive. Now, you don't have nobody playing on your top trying to destiny swap, energy harvest, or whatever the fuck. You don't have nobody trying to get something without doing the work. Okay? Trying to fuck up your day. Now you just got plants out here. And you peep game. But you need to be mindful of your thoughts. You need to be mindful of your actions. And you just like, you know, and don't be out here thinking everybody is a fucking op. That's the most low vibrational ass shit to be thinking that everybody is an op. An opposition is somebody that can stand in the same room with you across the battlefield. Some of these motherfuckers can't even stand in the same room as you, okay? So how they in opposition? They was never invited in the building. How are they in opposition? How are they if they was never authorized to come in the building, how are they in opposition? They don't have anything in their they just plants. My hands is itching, y'all. They just plants. They distractions in order to get you distracted. Okay. So yeah. Look at their lunch. This is shrimp linguine that I made and chicken and baked chicken. And this ain't for Nas. Nas so he's so special, okay? Nas get a BLT sandwich for lunch. He wants a BLT. Okay. He wants a BLT. My baby likes BLTs. He don't have nowhere to warm his food up at anyway. But the high school boys, and then I just sent another boy out as well. I wonder if he got some plates. Did he get some plates? He did not get no plates. I get some plates today. But so yeah, you have to. We can't get distracted by the people that we believe are ops and oppositions, and that's something that my sister taught me. You know, that's something that my sister really been teaching me. I didn't realize that she was teaching it to me until like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe. Wait, like February. Listen, February the 1st. I really been taking, I always take in like the stuff that my sister say, right? I do. I take it in. I sit, I think about it. I do. But I be hard headed sometimes, okay? I be hard headed, okay? Big sis, I be hard headed. But like my sister really be on point when she be saying that a motherfucker is not, they're not that. You get what I'm saying? Like people do spell work. But this particular download that I received, I'm gonna do a reading on it later. But that particular download about a ritual that was done, because I'm gonna talk about the ritual later. I really realized like people don't have the power. They don't have the power. They want you to give them the power. They want you to charge them up. They want you to like it's not your power, but they want you to charge them up. And I mean, literally, like, charge them up. Some people feed off of, like, anger. Like, you getting mad. You getting upset. What's that, gaslighting? Okay. Some people really feed off of that. And that's how they trigger you. And that's how they get energy. It don't be your energy. It be their own fucking energy. Because you really don't have, it be their own energy. But they have to, it's like, let me use a car as an example, right? I'm gonna use a car as an example. When you go to a gas station, right? When you go to a gas station and you put gas inside the car, once you put gas inside the car, that gas now belongs to that car, right? So now let me relate it to who you are, right? You're the gas station owner. You're the gas station owner. So you potentially have the potential to sell these people gas. Okay, you got the potential to allow them to pull their car into your gas station, fill up, and then they go about their business. But like, what type of gas are you providing? You know, the gas station provides 3 different types of gas. Okay, sometimes 4, sometimes 5, sometimes 6. Okay, this depending on like what type of gas station you are. Some gas stations even allow electrical cars to pull in and actually charge. You get what I'm saying? We provide air at the gas station. We provide food at the gas stations. We got drinks at the gas station. Oh man, this gets deep. So we are essentially the gas station, the chosen ones, the ones that's on a shit. We're the gas station. Okay, hold on, y'all. Rich Rising, Rich Rising. It's- Okay, y'all. So that's what I want to talk to y'all about. Look, I come back on and I'm like, that's what I want to talk to y'all about. Y'all, Rich Rising, AK Marie, Rich Rising, Rich Rising, Damien, and Soulful 9635, Rich Rising, Amanda, Rich Rising to everybody that's here. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about. Getting distracted and all of that energy and being mindful of your thoughts, mindful of your actions, especially today. Today is the solar eclipse in Aquarius, y'all. So instant energy of, like slice those thoughts in half. It's a lot of intrusive thoughts. It's a lot of distractions happening before the lunar New Year tomorrow. That's another thing. Like, I'm super excited. It's happening on tomorrow, my baby's birthday. That's very rare, very 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 rare, and so he's gonna have a very lucky year in general. Very fiery energy. But yeah, so y'all set y'all intentions, but set them in the first party intentions. Not that, okay, I'm rich or I have a lot of money or anything like that. Say how you getting it. Be very clear about it. Okay, boots on the ground. Okay, be very clear about how you getting it. What are you doing? What position you're in? Okay, put yourself in that position. You want to be a manager, I am a manager at such and such place. I'm making this much salary, first party energy. Okay, first party energy. You want to pay off your debts this year. My debts are paid off in such and such amount of payments by such and such date. Wrap it up. Put it up under your pillow for the next 15 days. Okay, put it on under your pillow for the next 15 days, and every day you wake up and you say, I am the fire horse. Okay, I am the fire horse. From then, um, After the 15 days have passed, put it on your altar, tuck it away. Don't look at it again into the next new year, lunar new year. Okay, into the next lunar new year. I'm gonna have to pull out my uh intention that I said last year of the dragon. I'm gonna have to pull it out of my Bible or whatnot. So yeah, I love you guys, and I will talk to y'all later. And happy New Year's, happy New Year's, happy solar eclipse, y'all. Very rare time. Next time it happened, a lot of y'all won't be on this earth in this particular body. Okay. Yeah, y'all wouldn't be in this particular body the next time y'all experience a rare transit like this. Okay, so I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later, and y'all have a wonderful day on purpose. Okay, don't get distracted. All right, people are plants. Love y'all.